Hi, my name is Emperor John 2100, and you're watching a Draco Maze interview. JOMD Life. Alright, so the meaning behind my name, it basically means, well, I'm gonna start with Emperor. Emperor basically means you're a leader, essentially, you know? I don't see myself as a king because the only person, the king that I see in my eyes is the Almighty God. You know what I mean? So basically, I put Emperor as leader of my emotions. However anybody sees themselves within the world, you have to find your way to guide yourself within this world, whether if it's through the people that you're around, surround yourself with positive energy at all times, or just be a leader yourself by helping the people that you're around too. So it's just basically being a leader of your emotions. And Jom is essentially my full name, which is Jeremiah Olawale Mele Dirdala. I know it's long, which is why I just took every first letter of that and just squashed together like a sandwich out the way. So each part of my name, in which I break it down into my EP that's coming out in March, I'll simply break it down and you'll see like different traits and personalities coming into me. So that's what it means, Emperor Jom.
What does the phrase JOMD Life mean?
JOMD Life basically means to just living your natural life. You know, JOMD Life means it's the life that I'm currently meaning the state of however my life is meaning. You know what I mean? My life is going to keep continuing to me, which is why my name is Emperor John 2100, because I'm going to keep living JOMD Life up until I reach that 2100 state, which I'll be living forever until I'm 100 years old. So 2100 to me is like, it's a personal number that I created because it's basically, I got that number from my birthday, which is 11/21/2000. You know, I was born in 2000, so basically I took my number 21, meaning it's our generational status. You know, it's currently how we learn to educate and bring more positive things within this generation and keep updating yourself to keep improving yourself. That's what 2100 means.
How did you start making music?
How did I start making music was, I've been doing this stuff since I was like 7 or 8 years old, you know, but I really started getting into music when I was like 15. You know, I made music since my 8 years old because when I got like 2 years later, I was going through a lot. A lot of people in my family were going through cancerous times, so one of them was like my grandfather, RIP his soul. But basically, what ended up happening was that he passed away. So I took a year or so, about like 2011 and 2012, to dedicate myself to writing poetry, studying language arts, because there's two things I was really good at when I realized I was in school. I realized that I was good with English and I was good with business. It's always those two neck and neck with each other, which is why I took my poetry with language arts and I took my business side, and the only two that they really had was music industry, which is like both in a bunch. So that was basically it. And I basically just learned how to do music and freestyle to my songs and also write them down, and just have a mixture and balance while I also produce beats. So that's how I pretty much got into music. And in 2016, I really started to get into it and have my first studio session with Envion Studios. Shout out Will, Envion in the mix, and we just chopped it up with each other. And shout out Draco, it was my first engineer, and that's how it all started.
What artists inspired you?
The artist that inspires me as of right now is Pierre Bourne, because he's really a mixture of both an artist and a producer. You know, his style is just like no other I've really seen besides Kanye, and you know, Beethoven too, because I always listen to like I always listen to classical music as well. So I always listen to classical music. I always listen to hip hop. Hip hop was my day one thing, and I feel like alternative rock was just mostly just the seal of the cake, and that's basically how, JOMD came together. That's basically what happened.
What makes your style unique?
My style is unique because it has a little flavor to it. Flavor. It's just, I just add to a little pizzazz. I really take time into my songs. When it comes to songs, every song that I seem to do, I try to make it more themed, and I try to make it with a message. If your song ain't having a message, or you ain't trying to inspire nobody or try to do anything, it ain't it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. That's what just makes me different from anything else like the rest of these artists. So yeah.
What is your biggest accomplishment so far?
My biggest accomplishment is buying my own studio. Buying my own studio was hard work because I had to work a 9 to 5 all the time trying to get that, and I was struggling with that, trying to just build my own stuff, trying to engineer my sound and all that stuff personally by hand. So that was just one of the big things that I was struggling with, on top of me trying to master engineering my own sound with music.
What is your goal for the end of the year?
My goal for the end of the year is to just find a cover artist to just make sure to have good cover artists and visualizers to really manifest this EP that's coming out. Other than that, my original goal was to have a party and have it already released out, but due to COVID, everything's just been pushed back automatically. So that's what's really going on right now.
What's your goal for 2021?
2021 is my year. 2100, you know what I mean? It's the year of JOMD, basically. And I'm gonna do whatever I can just to put that out and have that goal of me putting out one of my EPs and just go hit after hit after hit until somebody recognizes me. So until then, that's pretty much it.
What is the biggest goal that you want to reach or accomplish?
My biggest goal I want to accomplish would have to be, just to establish myself and just have enough money to just, it's not about really more money. It's just more about just making the songs, that what makes me, it's just to have enough songs and to have enough to where I can just share my knowledge with other people. If you're not elevating yourself or you're not sharing your knowledge with other people to help them become a better person, I don't think you're not really doing it. You're not really just, I don't know, just got to keep educating the youth. That's my bigger purpose in life. So if I do that and also just try to get back to my community when I blow up, that's all I can do.
What is your favorite song that you've made so far?
My favorite song so far is Dur Dynasty. It's unreleased song. Don't leak that. But for now, it's my favorite song, and my favorite song that I've made so far is Heart Passions, because it just basically just talks about my relationship with heartbreak and how I've managed to deal with it. The song itself is self-explanatory, but it's mostly just personally because it was the love that I once dreamed of. I thought that girl at the time for me was for forever, but unfortunately, like all dreams, they don't last forever, and I was really passionate about it. So until then, it's just something that's just, there. One thing I can advise you all, if anybody is going through heartbreak, is to just be open-minded and share what you're going through. Don't let your depression or emotions bottle up or run wild. You have to become the leader of that. You have to be stable and you have to hang in there, because life always has a bigger picture. So that being said, hang in there, guys. I know it's rough, but I believe in you guys. I know you can do it.
What is your favorite genre of music?
My favorite genre of music is that's a tough question, because I literally like all types of music, but emo rock and alternative rock is mostly my favorite, because it just explains it just, I like guitars. I always listen, like, a dream of me playing piano and stuff, but I never got a chance to. But hopefully in my later career, I'll learn how to play guitar and also, you know, mess around with new instruments as I get up. That's why I also like classical music, because it took me to a place where it made me feel like I was at home, along with my cultural music, which was, you know, cultural music such as, you know, African music, you know, African drums, and everything else that's been going on.
What are your top 5 favorite artists?
Top 5 favorite artists would have to be, of course, besides Pierre, it would have to be Nav. Nav is cold because, you know, he utilizes both. He once was, I remember his story. His story was he started in the basement and basically he made beats on the side and also, you know, started to engineer his own sound. For that, his swagger is unmatched, you know what I mean? My other favorite artist would have to be, I guess it would have to be Kid Leroy. It would have to be Juice WRLD for sure. RP is Soul, I miss you, bro. And it would have to be Polo G. And if one more, if I had to be a solid, it would have to be J. Cole. J. Cole is good because he always comes back to his generation. It's either him or Kendrick Lamar. They're always doing good for the community. I appreciate artists that do that, and that's why they are my top 5 right now.
Who are your top 5 favorite producers?
Top 5 favorite producers, again, it would have to be Pierre Bourne and DJ Scheme. Shout out Scheme, by the way. I never met you, but I appreciate you for everything that you've done. You are a genuine person. I love genuine people that just love to reach out and talk to people, whether if they're going through something like heartbreak or anything like that. You've always been there, so that's why I like those two. And my top 3 would have to be my boys. My boys would have to be Kid Suave. You know, me and him are coming up with this tape coming out soon, so Suave, we always get together, we always make beats together. It's always a lot of energy at first sight, you know. It's just so much stuff that we have, and it's just literally just like a roller coaster ride with us, you know. So Kid Suave, and then right after Kid Suave would have to be my boy Saucy Victor. Saucy Victor is very hardworking, very independent himself. He's just grown, and he's just one of the best people to ever meet. And the last one would have to be YSL Simba, or I call him Chris. So basically Chris is one of the best people, same energy, it's always love, and he's just raw, you know. So other than that, those are my top 5. So to recap, it would be YSL Simba, Kid Suave, Saucy Victor, Pierre Bourne, and DJ Scheme.
How have you changed since graduating from high school?
How have I changed to graduating high school? I have to say my maturity level has like dramatically grown. You know what I mean? My maturity level has grown so much to the point where the little stuff that bother me, it takes me like naturally like a couple days or hour or so to just get my head around. I don't just dramatically just react. I really take pride of what I say. So if I'm really saying something and I'm really trying to put something out in the message, and especially if within my songs, it's really just showing my level of maturity and how I've grown since high school.
How has quarantine changed you?
Quarantine, that's a good one. Quarantine has changed me a lot because it gave me time to personally take out for my music. You know, it was like, honestly, it was like a gift and a curse for all of us, to be honest with you. Quarantine has served me where I could literally stay at home and start freestyling more to my songs and giving me more free leeway. But on the downside, can't go nowhere, man. It freaking sucks. But I hope the coronavirus eventually fades away, and I hope everybody donates to that cause, and I hope everything just changes eventually. We will get past this.
Would you sign a deal or stay independent?
It's really when it comes to me signing a deal, I am a unsigned independent artist right now. And as of right now, let me tell you, it's a lot of work that comes with that. So if you're signed, meaning your label owns the masters of your music, meaning everything. I'm gonna educate y'all real quick. If you're signed, that means the label controls whether or not, they own your percentages or royalties or anything like that. You still get the control, but you don't really own your masters, But if you're unsigned, it's a lot of work. The label doesn't control that. You have to be a go-getter yourself and you really have to know how to network around and try to be more educated of your surroundings. So it's really a 50-50, but for me, it's just like however things go. I just hope when I sign, I mostly will go for a cosign or just find something that's really more for me. I'm aiming for it. So whatever way it goes, then I'll see my way through.
Yeah, what is your dream collab?
My dream collab is to either work with artists such as Ski Mask, the Slump God, and YBN Corday. I hope to see them soon on my journey, but those two are basically my dream collab so far. And I also hope to get together with Kid Leroy soon, and hopefully on my journey, when in my bigger career, I see my dreams of me meeting them and talking to them about personal stuff. I can't say too much about it, but that's basically just what I feel like dreaming of and collabing with them. So that's basically it.
Who are some artists that you would work with locally?
The artists that I really would like to work with locally, well, if not, I'm already working with them, would have to be my friend Artivo, and other words, I call him Audie. Audie is a good artist, and every time he makes a song, it's never ever like trash. Like it's just always hit after hit. Like they're all bangers. The next one I have to say is Test X. If you don't know him, if you don't listen to Test X, go tune in because his music is all very, very good, and every song that he makes is he's literally like a definition of an artist, you know what I mean? So if not him, then it will have to be JBMV, who's coming out soon, and it will also have to be my cousin JTK DZ, which is both a producer and an artist. He can be, the way he works is just like no other, So the way how those four, I'm gonna say them again, so the artist that I would rather work with right now, as of right now, would have to be JTK DZ, Artivo, or Artie, either or, and it would have to be Test X and JBNB. So that's basically it.
Who are some people that you will never forget?
The people that I'll never forget is my fans, the people that really support me, the people that really are there for me and talk to me on a daily basis. That's pretty much all I can say. I'll never forget my family. The one of them, and specifically, I'll never forget is my friend Chico, and I'll never forget Jakima, which is Kimbro Production. That basically is my best friend, and everyone else that I talk to, they know me personally, but I'll never forget y'all. I love y'all, and just know that I love y'all and John loves you, okay?
Before the interview is over, what is one thing you want everyone to know about you?
My biggest thing, like last time, I would have to say just to keep being yourself, keep educating yourself, be aware of your surroundings, and also just pay attention to what's going on, You never know what to expect. So just remember to just hang in there, be strong, be positive, keep educating yourself, love yourself always, and just remember to use the energy that you get from the earth or what you've learned and keep trying to pass it on to the next generation. That's basically doing that. When you do that, you're being 2100 and you're living the life that you want to live. Not JOMD Life, but your life. My name is Emperor John, and this has been a Draco Maze interview. JOMD Life.